into the channel Mid-Atlantic Motorsports on YouTube. We'll catch you guys here in a second. I put another one up. Bear, send me an invite real quick. Hurry up, send me an invite, because I don't even remember if I got one or not. And it's a whole new room. And if I don't get an invite, nigga, I'm fucked. Send me another one. Send me two. All right, it's good to join now, Muscles.
Hi.
Okay, everybody, we're loading in now. Alrighty, green through turn one. Elvin Priest is going to clear everybody early. 88 pushes hard into the wall, and he's stuck to that wall all the way down the back stretch. Elvin's got Flash 9 right on his bumper already. Flash 9's won the last two races.
Looks like we got a good 15, 16 drivers tonight. With that being said, we got a little more of the same. We got Flash 9, Elvin Priest, and we got a newcomer to 51. I believe that is Eminem's Racing 18. He finished second last week, so that's not really too much of a surprise. But we have 1, 2, 3. It's looking like it's a Chevy Ford battle at the front with a Toyota in third.
Flash 9 tried making that inside of work. Elvin cleared him back down the straightaway with the run on the high side. Elvin tagged the wall on exit. That gives Flash a run. Flash cleared him, but he's going to protect that inside for the next turn. And we got teammates battling for fourth.
Looks like Ty Racing's leading this second group with the 19 of Drade Mix following right behind him. It looks like Portal and I believe that's the 52 of Lazy Dog on the outside with Ellis Beast Mode just behind them. Spread out pretty good. No cautions so far.
19 really charged entry of that turn, pulled all the way to the back bumper of that 98. But lost all the time on exit. At the top 8 positions are single file currently. King Brennan, the 4, is going to take over second, and while his teammate goes after Elvin Priest for third.
Looks like right now that the 13's fading quite a bit as they go on. It looks like Flash 9 right now, he's running really good out front. So we got a Chevy, Toyota, Ford battle for the top 3, which really is just a battle for second place. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in tonight. I see we got 10 viewers right now. If you guys are new and you're new to the channel and you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button and you know, hit the subscribe button and the bell button for future notifications.
This is Don Buck 1989. I'm here at work with the free
really
minute, so I figured to check you out.
What's up, Don Buck? What's going on, buddy? Appreciate you for tuning in, man. This is what I was telling you about, man. We're already green. I believe we're lap 13 of 175 with no cautions yet, and we're running 16 trucks. So, and this is at New Hampshire. I don't know too many other leagues that can run this many trucks with no cautions. We got a lot of disciplined drivers in here with and a lot of talented drivers in this crop that we have here. So
love y'all's races, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support. Hey, Red, appreciate the support, man. We All right, well, Muscles, it's looking like Flash. He's out to a pretty good start as usual. Yeah. That Chevy, followed by Elvin. It looks like Elvin and King Brenman swapping their second position with Eminem's racing close behind. Mad Monster right there with them.
Yeah, all 3 of them have been racing each other hard, which has been helping Flash 9 because he got out to the lead early, got the gap, and then while they've been racing each other, using up their tires, he's been able to just cruise them and still pull away from them. So the longer the run goes, the more they race each other, the more it just helps him. 19 into the wall hard on exit, and everybody gets out shaped. 98 sideways now.
What happened? 98 and
the 19 pushed on exit, slammed the wall, bounced off it, and then the bounce sent him across the nose of the 98.
Okay.
And they both spun. Are they under automated caution? Because Drake's car is like taking the infield road course around the track.
no, actually they're still green.
Okay.
We're still green on track. We're green. Looks like he just was going down pit road. Maybe that's his way of choosing to go down pit road, which is
and making
fine.
sure he stays out by everybody else's way.
Yeah. JP in the 88, new guy. Tested, qualified earlier. Very, very solid guy. Ran with him quite a bit yesterday. Solid racer, open lobbies. Gives a ton of room. A great new addition to the league. Very happy to have him. The Fords are now a full deal. I believe they have 5 or 6 trucks now, so they're at full strength. The same with Chevy and Toyota, so should be pretty interesting as the manufacturer points heat up. I believe Ford was leading that anyways. We'll have all the points and everything updated tonight for that and the driver standings after tonight's race as well. So stay tuned for that.
Second, third, and fourth seem to have gotten a little gap between each other. We'll see if now that Elvin no longer has to race to those two, if he can run Flash 9 back down. Got someone that went through the dirt. I think that's the young driver of Ellis Beast Mode in 17, I believe.
I believe that's a scheduled stop too. It's looking like they're
Okay,
getting about 35 laps. It's looking like they're getting about 35 laps before they have to pit. So it's a pretty good, pretty long run. 175 laps.
And we'll see who of the leaders will be the first to take a trip down pit road. See more dirt in front of our leader. Someone else cutting the grass, looks like. Going on board with our leader right now.
It's pretty spread out. It's looking like we're going to stay caution free for the most part this race too. They got to be coming up here pretty close. They're inside the pit window, so we'll see which one of these leaders peel off first.
It's always a balancing act of with strategy. Do you want the fresh tires, or do you want to potentially make it where you stretch it a little bit farther each pit stop and possibly do less pit stops?
Looks like we got a few right here.
Or get yourself in position to the last stop possibly do 2 tires.
Looks like we got a few drivers back here.
99's on pit road.
52 of Lazy Dogs on pit road. 98 of Ty Racing. Looks like the 12 of Mid-Atlantic Racing 11. He's going to pit.
Yep. Then we got 4 takers on pit road currently.
The 19 and the 28, they're fighting for position. I believe this is for position on the track.
The 19's already done a pit stop.
Okay, so he's...
I know.
Okay, so he may be getting back up to speed. The 27 of Portal. He's still out here. The leader's still out on track, though, I believe. Yes, he is. The 3 truck is still out on track with the 13 following, I don't want to say closely, but not too far behind. And I believe the 4 is just behind him. So the top 3 manufacturers right now out front. We got Chevy leading, which Chevy's dominated the last 2 races. They've won both races. And right now they're leading this race pretty handedly. This may change, but as of right now, it's looking like the 3 has control of the race. So
yeah, the 13 has closed the gap down between him and the leader.
I noticed that.
Might have a little bit better late run speed. Possibly to get that gap that the 3 had. He was pushing the car too hard too early. And 13's on pit road.
So 13's going to be the first one out of the top 3 drivers to pit.
And Mad Monster in the 18's going to pit with them.
.28 DD Ridge is now on pit road. The
3 truck and the 4 truck, but they were both running the top 3 before the pit cycle started, are still out on track.
We've seen something similar to this at Kansas before. There was I believe it was an automated caution, and I believe a lot of people went down a lap.
I think you mean Atlanta.
Okay, so it may have been Atlanta. Yeah, I might be thinking wrong. But that's what we got you for, Muscles. You can remind me. But we got Flash 9 in the 3.
Yep.
He's pitting in, I believe, the 17 and the 4 of King Bren. So maybe Bren's trying to run on Flash's strategy. 88's coming off. I believe that's JP in the 88.
Yeah, it looks like the 17 did a gas and go or something, because he's already out of his pit box.
It's tough saying with the youngster. There goes Elvin by the 3, so I believe Elvin inherits the lead right there, if I'm not mistaken. That's actually pretty good strategy, and I believe he learned that earlier this week in practice, so that was actually a very, very smart move. He short pitted him. Now, the 3 is going to have fresher tires as the run goes on, but for the time being...
Definitely like Watsy by far, so I will most likely be in contact with you very soon.
Get less pit stops, similar to strategy he pulled off at Atlanta for the win.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting move here. This may end up paying off for the 13, but I think maybe this may end up being his Achilles heel too. So we just have to watch, pay close attention to this as the race goes on. I'm not sure who wound up in third. I want to say the 51.
Yeah, the 51's got the 18 and 4.
But the 18's making a move. Mad Monster. This is teammates racing for position.
And the 4 pulled up, and
three
the
of them there actually.
Bounces off the wall.
Three Toyotas here, so they got to be careful racing each other here with the teammates, with the team stuff going on. But this is one of them tracks.
Crosses him over down the backstretch.
Yes, he did.
He doesn't want to give up that position.
Looks like that's going to allow the 4 to get underneath the 18.
And the 18 was thinking about crossing him over, but the 4 was under him.
It looks like they're bringing Portal Guy. As the more they fight here, it looks like they're dragging and they're pulling Portal Guy into it.
And runs in the back of the 99, I believe that was, and 99 goes into the wall.
Looks like a difference in the way they entered. It looked like the 99 has a little different entry. He may have lifted, and the 51's driving it in deeper. So I just think that was a difference in how they enter the turn, you know?
Yeah, because it looks like the 51 cranked it to try and cut under him last second when we realized he was going to make contact.
Yeah, just a difference in runs. That's all that was. I don't think he meant. I don't even think he knew he was going to close on him like that. I think that was incidental, and it didn't look malicious. So
4 under the 51 entering turn 3.
King
51
Bren
lets him go.
Slide
jobs
him
over.
51 is who's going to get the. Oh, the 4 is going to keep the lead.
4 gets the run on the high side.
Well, they both hit the wall.
51 slammed it though.
That allows the 18 to get on the inside. He slide jobs to 51. The 51's going to go back to the bottom. This could be a never-ending battle here, and the 51's going to get the advantage.
You got to be careful of here. Your trucks are really tight on fresh tires here.
Yeah, I noticed when I raced here, it didn't seem like my truck come in until about lap 7 or 8 in a run, maybe lap 10, and it was really, really, really good. So it could have something to do with the fuel runoff. Also, you know, the tires don't wear as much as what I thought they were going to wear here either. So a lot of these guys are using that yellow line on the exit. Looks like they're diamonding the corner, I mean. Sorry about that.
And Flash 9 has caught Elvin Priest. He's looking to the outside as Drade is out of shape in front of them. He
19's around. 19's around, yeah. No caution yet, though, so it's looking like it's going to stay green.
That's the second time he's been around tonight.
We got a battle for the lead right here.
Yeah, Flash got a run on the inside on the exit. Was able to stay right beside him.
With Tire Racing in the 98 just in front of these guys, we'll see if this lap car comes and plays a factor in this. You know, because you can use him to, but the 3's going to clear him easily by a full truck length. Elvin closes up, but he's getting a run off. The 3's getting a really good run off. Looks like Elvin might be fighting it just a bit coming off the exit. He might be getting a little tire spin. But he's going to use the 98 as draft to help him get around this track. I'm not sure if that's going to help him. That high line has proven to be pretty quick around here, but I'm not sure if that's going to help the 13. But as of right now, this is pretty good racing.
It got him a run down there, but he couldn't make it stick to be able to carry any of the speed into the turn to make a move on the 3.
He definitely didn't lose any, but that's Ty Racing in the 98. He runs a league of his own. He's a very, very good race car driver as well. So they made that work. That was pretty cool to watch.
And the 28 is around with his nose against the wall.
That's D.D. Ridge. He's a new driver. This would be his first race. He qualified and finally made it in. He's qualified the last 3 races, and this week he finally qualified and made the show. So That's that never give up attitude. I like that.
Then take a look back under the Flash 9. Flash 9's going to clear him on exit.
I think maybe the 13 was just laying off a little bit, saving some of his stuff, and maybe he's going to try to make a hard run at him. But we know that the 3 has, you know, he has fresher tires than the 13, so he's just got to stay close.
He can use the outside line, make the 13.
You got to think.
Use up his tires, trying to stay with him on exit.
You got to think the 13 was very, very far behind the 3 before they went into the pits, and look how close they are. They're going to be getting close to going to pit road here pretty quickly. I'm guessing they're going to have to pit within the next 10 laps. So with that being said, if he just stays here with the 3 truck for the next 10 to 12 laps and doesn't let the 3 get too far away, if he short pits him again, that's going to give him an even bigger lead, because that's what he did to get the lead anyway. So he, you know, it's going to be tougher for the 3 to catch the 13. Now, the 3 may end up doing what we've seen him do before, where he goes with 1 less pit stop than everybody else. So this is going to be an interesting finish to the end. We'll see what these guys decide to do. So as we look back to the group just behind them, the 51, the 4,
and the 18 all together.
Yeah, they're all running together.
And I believe that
with
is
the 27.
The 52 of Lazy Dog pulling up to the 18.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the 27. That looks like a green truck. It looks like the 27 of Portal Guy.
No, that's the Lazy Dog right behind the 18. Mm-hmm.
You're right. That is Lazy Dog. So Lazy's not too far off the pace either. So I wonder what happened to Portal, because Portal was right here just before the last pit stop. I'm wondering what happened.
And even though it was a different series, the last short track race run in trucks by the league was won by Lazy Dog. So he does know how to get around these short tracks.
The 88 of JP, he's in 3rd position, so him racing at 17 right now, that's not for position. So that's going to put Portal in 7th, and that's going to put Mid-Atlantic in 8th. So not a bad run for these guys here. Like I said before, the league is expanding. We're looking to field about 30 trucks come next season. So by the end of this season, we'd like to. We had a few races last year where we ran 25 to 30 guys, and only had a few cautions. And one of the races was Bristol. But like tonight, we're running 16 trucks here at New Hampshire, and we haven't had a single caution yet. In 5 races, we've only had 3 cautions. So pretty impressive group of drivers.
Flash 9's starting to gap the 13 again.
The thing with the 13 is, I think with his strategy, you just can't let him get too far away from you.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's able to make it to where he's 1 less pit stop than the 13, that's tough, you know. I mean, because you're pitting early.
Yeah,
and
to pull that off, you'd have to be pushing your car nonstop and run him and make it where you're fast enough to end the race wherever he does that 1 last pit stop. Be able to close in on him and have the.
Well, when he does that,
more fresh tires.
When he does that 1 last pit stop, it could be you got 1 more pit stop. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it becomes tricky. That's where it could become tricky. Although I don't think it would fall like that, but I'm just saying there's a possibility it could fall like that.
13's trying to pass him on the outside now.
There's a lot of grip up there, actually, on the high side.
There is, but if you overstep at all, then you can lose a lot of speed.
That is true. You got to be consistent. That is definitely, you gotta have to be consistent here. It's a rhythm track, I would like to think, similar to Martinsville and Bristol.
Yeah, yeah. And 19 is around again on the front stretch. Grabs a gear and gets it going again.
He's having a tough time without his wheel. I heard, you know, his throttle pedal broke, so I mean that's tough running a controller. He's been running the wheel for a while now, so it's got to be a different experience.
And it looked like Portal was around with his nose against the fence. Okay, big wreck. That seemed like a very uncalled for move by D-Ridge in the 28. Trying to get a caution as soon as he went a lap down.
What happened?
So it looked like as soon as D-Ridge was lapped, he turned dead right wherever Flash 9 was to his outside to cause a big wreck.
All right, well we'll mark that down and we'll make sure he's not running next week, because you know we do not promote any of that type of stuff. We want clean drivers only. We gave him the benefit of the doubt during practice, and yeah, we're not gonna have that here. That's a bad look. Caution that didn't need to be a caution.
Side by side for the lead. Elvin and Flash 9 again. Flash 9 gets in front of him through the center of the turn and is able to slide in front.
Nice little battle here. It's like the 51's a little bit
all
closer.
race.
Yeah, these haven't been the two trucks this race. Next
Elvin
week,
took a look off the exit of that turn underneath, but Flash 9 had too good of a run on the top.
yeah, next week we'll be at Indianapolis for the first time in the truck, so that'll be an interesting race as well. So, anytime you go to a track for the first time, you never really know what to expect. So,
Elvin tries making a pass on the high side, and he overstepped what the grip could be and went straight into the wall.
looks like it's going to put him into the grips of the 51. We'll see if the 51 can make a move on him. He hasn't been able to up to this point.
Goes right up to Flash 9's bumper, gives him a little bump entering. And 51's all over the 13's bumper down that front stretch. Okay, it looks like we're under automated caution for another reason. Let's see if we can
I'm not sure what happened
see
there.
what caused that. I'm not seeing anybody
out of shape.
where they were off track, so I'm not sure what that caution was caused by.
Not sure either. That's anybody who's watching the stream. If you guys are racing, you guys are watching the stream, let us know what happened there. If you guys know what happened and why there was a caution there, because that's 2 cautions now. So either way, it's still a low number of cautions for a short track. You would expect a lot more cautions, but I didn't see necessarily what happened, so.
Neither did I.
88 hit the wall by accident.
88 hit the wall by accident. Okay, so it was a 1-truck deal. And the game's funny like that. If you hit the wall and it'll usually throw a caution for hitting the safer barrier, I believe it is. If you hit it hard enough.
Yep.
It engages the yellow flag, so far so good though. They look smooth coming through here.
Pushed on exit again, and that allowed the Flash 9 to get side by side going into this turn.
That may bring the 51 and the 4 with them, and it looks like the 52 of Lazy Dogs right there as well with the 18, and I believe that's the 88. JP's right there with them, so we got ourselves a battle here. We'll see if we can get this thing figured out here. Elvin's dropping like a fly right now. I'm not sure what's going on. It just looks like he can't get to the bottom. He's forced to run high, and it doesn't look like he's comfortable. His truck's not running very well up there. And he's just...
every time I've seen him purposely go to the outside to try to make something happen, he's pushed to the push and slammed the wall on exit.
He's overrunning it.
And Devin, while we were talking about that, he's taking the lead. Flash Knight's looking underneath, looking to see if he can get the spot back.
Yeah, so we've got Toyota out front now. Chevy's been leading most of the race.
First time today.
Yeah, that's a first for Toyota today, but we got a second Toyota right there in third.
Looks like he thought about whether or not he had to run off that turn, but decided to get back in line. He's going to sweep to the outside, see if he can get a run down the straightaway. The 4 and 52 looked like got together, middle of that turn. Got them both out of shape.
'51 and the 3. I believe the 13, the 18, the 4. So it's looking like we got in the top 5. We have 3 Toyotas, 1 Chevy, and a Ford. Looks like we got a race back here though, the 88 and I believe the 4 truck.
4?
Yeah, they're running each other pretty good right here. It's looking like a pretty good little battle here for that position. Looks like the 4 is going to prevail, but this 88 truck's looking pretty racy tonight.
And we have the 28 of D-Ridge. He's coming off pit road for making a pit stop.
Yeah, we'll have to pay close attention to that. He was the first caution of the race. The 88 here, they said, was the
he's
second
coming out
caution,
right in front of the leaders. We'll see if fresh tires allow him to pull away from them.
I'm not sure he's up to speed just yet. Now he is. He's up. Oh, he got the wall on exit. Yeah, I believe he's going to be able to pop. He should be able to outrun these guys with the fresher tires, but wow,
it's not terribly fresh tires because they've only been running since the last caution by for 5 laps.
It's like the 12 got into the 98 right there, but they were 3 wide right here for this position. You had the 27, the 52, and the 12 3 wide fighting for position. Oh man,
27 into the wall.
52 under the 27 puts him into the fence. So They're getting a little restless out here.
They're 3 wide.
They're 3 wide again.
98 thinks better of it.
That's a 5 truck pack right there.
8-8 lag door, something and caused a
52
pillar.
into the wall.
Okay.
Looks like 19's off the pace again. I'm wondering if he either
Looked like he
made
might
a
have
pit stop or spun it around again.
Well, it's like a new game for him right now because he's a wheel driver and he's on a controller right now, so it's very, very tough for him. The 17's into the fence as the 27 and the 98 get by him. On the inside, the 52 looks like he's going to try to get there, but he's not got enough. He didn't drive it in deep enough. That 12 drove it in there very deep, and he gets into the rear end of the 98. It looks like they're going to be able to get through this without any problems, but man, they're really racy back here in the back.
Elvin taking a look underneath the...
the 12. 12 to the bottom. He's going to slide job the 98. He does complete the pass. They stay green. This is really good racing I'm seeing here from the 98 and the 12. Let's go ahead and go back up front and see.
Oh, 98 got loose off that turn, and the Lazy Dog's put beside him on the outside now.
It's like Elvin Priest is going to try to get
it into
under
that turn and almost
51.
was able to slide in front of the 12. 12 lifted, and 98 took advantage of him lifting.
We got a battle here for second. The 51 of Elvin Priest, or not of Elvin Priest, but of Eminem's Racing. And the 13 of Elvin Priest, they're running each other pretty good here. And it's looking like the leader's having a hard time getting by this lap car and the 28 of D-Ridge.
D-Ridge, who just came off pit road.
That's going to pull these guys up to
51 pushed on that turn and got the 13 up, and that allows him to clear him. Elvin was able to go to the apron and get in slide in front of the 51. Elvin pushed on exit. That allows 51 back to his inside.
very hard for these guys to get away from each other. Everybody's running so close. But I'm just surprised at how hard it's been for Flash and these guys to get by this lap car. He's really holding them up Ryan Newman style, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Flash got inside of him this time. I think it's 51. He gave a bump to Flash 9. Flash 9's going to go ahead and carry the momentum off.
Elvin's going to get a huge run. He looks like he's going to be able to possibly clear the 51. He's got the position.
Drove it into that turn to stay beside him.
He's got the position as we speak, but it's looking like Elvin's going to be able to clear him. He's going to have the position at the stripe.
He's side drafting him down the straightaway. And D-Ridge is going to take a 3 wide on them. And D-Ridge around.
Looked like he got a little bit of, I hate to say it, but payback, or he definitely come down and smacked into the 13.
Oh, 51 got loose. He's around.
I'm not sure the 13 didn't touch him a little bit to get him, but they both were trying to recover from that incident with D Ridge. So now that we know how D Ridge is, we'll just make sure that we do not invite him.
And Mad Monster is also around. He's got back up to speed.
D Ridge ran decent in the qualifiers and in the practices, and he just don't want to race proper tonight. So we'll remember that and not invite him back next week. Fucking passing that shit to my wheel.
And it looks like the 12 of Mid-Atlantic Racing 11 has retired. Thirteen's been moved to the outside of the 3. And he clears them. Enter the next round.
Damnedridge,
3 rotates back to his
SMH.
inside through the middle.
It's a nice battle up front here. I think these two guys up front are racing for something bigger than this race itself. Although both of them want to get this win today. King Bren just behind them in 3rd place. Well, with the 51, he spun, didn't he, on the back stretch?
Yeah, the 51 and the 18 both spun within a lap of each other.
Okay, so that's what happened with them, because they both were running pretty decent as well. So right now the race control is Elvin Priest. He's out front leading this thing. Lap 103 of 175. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you guys' continued support. Yeah, if you guys like what you've seen, you guys are interested in racing, you know what I'm saying? We got open qualifiers. You guys, all you got to do is qualify to get in, man. We take the top 16 drivers. You qualify within a certain amount of time in this knockout qualifying. So anybody who's below, 16th does not make the race. But yeah, if you guys are interested, man, get a hold of me, Super G Kush, or Muscle Cars 24. Another guy that's Mid-Atlantic Motorsports 11. He's another one you guys can get a hold of. Elvin Priest. There's a couple different guys you guys can get a hold of. But if you guys are interested, yeah, man, get a hold of any one of them guys there, and they'll get you pointed in the right direction, man. We'll get you through an evaluation. We'll check out all the drivers, watch them, race them, make sure, everything's everything. And not just anybody can get into this series. So, but we appreciate everybody's continued support, and if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. feel free to do so, and don't forget to hit the bell for future notifications.
Well, while you were talking about that, D-Ridge is still not making any friends out there. While you were talking, he ran the 18 wide and put him in the fence off exit. Looks like the 18's pitting, the 19, the 13's on pit road.
I got a feeling that DD Ridge won't be coming back anytime.
17 had the rear end hung out trying to make it to pit road.
Eager.
Lazy Dog on pit road in the 52. Looks like Portal's in his pit stall right now. 98's on pit road of Ty Racing. Portal in 27 and exiting.
I'm not sure if Flash already pitted or not.
Flash is not pitted yet.
So 13
So he currently has the 13 a lap down. At least one lap down. 52 cutting through the grass. Make sure he stays out of people's way while he's exiting pit road.
Some real courteous drivers on here. But you know what they say, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the bunch, so. Like I said, we went on a limb.
Trucks is peeling off the pit.
We went on a limb and was nice and let DD Ridge run. He's tried to qualify the last 3 races before this race and didn't quite make the cut. And then tonight he made it in on time. And he run pretty good all week in practice. And then he's doing some questionable things as of now. So maybe we put him on a probation period. Maybe he'll clean it up. I don't know. Back up here up front, 13's now caught the 3 truck, and that's going to make that 3 have really, really fresh tires when he comes out. But not only that, it's looking like he's stretching it so much that he's actually trying to go for that one stop less finished than everybody else. So we'll see how that works. I've seen him do it one other time this week, and it almost worked out for him. I believe you were racing in that race, though, Muscles, right?
I don't think I was at part of any race where he stretched it, because I know every time I was racing against him, and there was you could not make it to the end, or was close to making it, everyone did pit stop anyway.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of guys can't drive them trucks on old tires. And it's really not the tires that are old, they get a lot of heat in them tires. You got to kind of back off it and let them tires cool down, and then you can go back at it again.
You know, with the 3 being that close, depending on how well he runs his line, he can keep the 13 right now running slower lap times and using up his tires, so he has even bigger advantage wherever he comes out.
The 13's going to get that advantage right here. He's going to clear him, and he's going to be off.
Yeah,
right now, within the next few laps,
like,
I would expect
guys nose under him and made sure that the 3 wouldn't hold him up.
Within the next few laps, I'd expect the 3 to pit, because you don't want to let him get too far away, because that's how far he gets ahead of him right there is how far ahead he'll be through the pit cycle. He's still got a pit, which means Elvin could almost, and it's going to be a big gap. But that's if he can even make this strategy work. So this is all a bunch of ifs here. We don't know anything. Nothing's solid. Nothing. This the first time we've run here with the trucks at New Hampshire's. It's all new to us here at Mid-Atlantic, so. But it sure is entertaining.
Looks like the 13 pushed on exit. That allows the 3 to get right by beside him. And the 3 clears him. Oh, 13 pushes up on exit, slams the wall. He catches it before he hits the inside wall.
That's going to put him way off the pace now.
And I was just about to say, with how long that Flash 9's running, I'm not entirely sure whether or not he has or hasn't made a pit stop anymore.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm guessing he probably did make a pit stop. I think they're both.
That, or he's very good at making a car go fast and save a ton of fuel.
It could be that as well. He's done that the last few weeks as well, so could be a combination of things. It looks like Elvin just hurt his chances of his strategy working out. He may be able to close that gap, but how many more pit stops do they have, and how many more pit stops does Flash need before he can make it to the end? Because as soon as that happens, that strategy is no more. So
the only possible thing I could think about would be if Flash pitted the last caution and Elvin did not, and so Elvin had to pit way earlier.
It's like the 51 and the 88 both are getting by the 52 of Lazy Dog there. So some type of strategy he did to get himself in the lead.
I believe that might be for 4th.
That would have been, yes. That moved Lazy back to, I believe, 6th now. So 88's got his truck moving pretty good right now, pretty strong. On board here with Ty Racing, him and Portal running each other. It looks like they're just in front of the leader. The leader, it looks like the leader just lapped the 10 truck.
He did, it was just a couple laps ago.
So he's working on coming up here on the 27 and the 98 of the 27 of Portal Guy, 22, and Ty Racing 14. Maybe the next 2 drivers up for him. Which you expect this at tracks like New Hampshire. Ooh, 27 gets in there a little deep. Looks like they're just running. They're fleeing. They're trying not to go a lap down. And the 3 trucks there. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, he's inside the portal.
Can the 3 finish this thing off and make it 3 races in a row for Chevy? I believe every year there's been a championship. Chevy's the only, in the lower divisions, it's the only truck to win a championship in the lower divisions. Drade won in the 8 truck, Elvin won in the 87, and now the 3 truck, a Flash 9. Not saying that he's winning the championship, but I'm just saying if he were to, or if a Chevy were to win the championship this year. So Toyota and Ford still yet to have won a championship, and Ford still has yet to win a race this season in general. So it's just a nice little tidbit of information for everybody out there who's not familiar with the league and the history.
Drade is back on pit road in the 19.
Like 13 of Elvin's coming up on some lap traffic. See how smooth.
Yeah, that traffic's about halfway between him and Flash 9.
Yeah, we'll see how smoothly he's able to get through here. 19's off pit road, merging onto the track now, coming out of 2.
And
so, and into the fence immediately. Into the fence. So wow. Might have just overdrove that a little more than what. I don't even know how you do that, but yeah, he definitely got the fence. I seen sparks. Gonna be able to get
what it might have been was it just started pushing right where we put into 4th gear. So it was turning fine in 3rd, and then he got to where he grabbed 4th, and then it just stopped turning on him. L's Beast Mode gave a little bump to the 28 through that turn. Not sure what's going on between these two. And here comes the 3 to pit road.
Leader on pit road. So, yeah, that's going to put the 13. I believe the 13 will probably go around. Seeing that, man, I don't know. 13, I don't know if he might have to stick to his strategy, but I would think if it were me, I'd try to go around this time and pit in, but I don't know if that plays into his strategy. So he may just have what he has at this point. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be very close for Flash to make it on one stop. So I'm guessing he's got, this is his final stop for Flash. Elvin may have one more stop. He's not pitted just yet, so 19's hanging with him pretty tough there. You know, a few laps down, several laps down, but
18's on pit road.
13's on pit road now. Looked like he got on there pretty good too. He got on there quick.
That's good as long as you don't get a speeding penalty.
He may have though. I don't know. I'm not sure that he got it down to speed. The 3 truck is out though, and he
98 on pit road.
We'll watch and see how this plays out. If he's able to, he short pitted. It looked like. He should be able to beat Elvin off pit road, but maybe not.
$13 off.
Yes, he does. He reclaims the position right now. And Elvin comes off. Didn't lose too much time. Actually, he gained a little bit of time, it looked like. So, ooh, and the 13 into the fence. Touched it just a little bit. I'm not sure if the 4 is in second or if he's out of position or what. Well, it could be he got out of position.
He might be a lap ahead of everybody.
17 down on the apron back there. Looked like he got loose. Not sure if that was. He's trying to get down to speed, get on pit road. As the 10 truck goes down another lap. These guys have been running at a very, very fast, blistering pace tonight, so.
Oh, 52 into the wall hard on exit. Portal on pit road in 27.
Battle heats up here.
13, 3, 28 again, 19.
Looked like the 28 just hit the wall really, really hard and spun out just in front of this group of trucks right here. So that's unfortunate for these guys running up front.
This rich dude LOL.
The question is anybody that was in the lead group, had any of them not made their pit stop yet? And if so, how many people were
Devin
still on the
screaming
lead
in
lap?
happiness.
Because we might have still been in the middle of pit cycles.
Dricta sucks.
And Flash 9 retires.
Sucks for Flash. True.
All right, we're back. I had to get rid of the 28.
While that was going on, the 13 has raced his way back to the lead. '51 back inside of him. Doorbanger, they're really going at it right now. And 51 clears them and leads the lap. '51 with another run on him. And the 18 is looking to his high side through that turn. I think the 13 and 51 locked bumpers through that turn. They both get into the wall. Making a move, trying to get back past the 18.
Looks like this is all for position right here.
Well, they've definitely been racing each other like it's for position at the end of a race.
It looks like the 51 and the 13 for sure.
Well, remember on the beginning of the last green flag run, the 51 and 18 were right with Flash 9 and the 13 until they both spun out.
We're 3 wide right here.
3 wide for the lead. 18 leads that lap. 51 lets them race each other into the turn and crosses them over to get to their inside.
Whoa, he got loose there. I'm surprised he didn't take him.
I saw a couple tires leave the ground on my screen.
I'm surprised he saved that. That was pretty outrageous.
18 into the wall. The 17's back down pit road. The should be
his final
last stop, I think.
Yeah, I think that'll be his final stop. It's like the 17 got a speeding penalty, being held for 30 seconds. Wow, somebody.
51 way loose off that turn.
Yeah, he's way down the track.
Chases it all the way to the inside wall. And the 4's going to make a move on him, and the 88 goes through the grass, and they all make contact with each other.
Keeping it green, they're moving forward, keeping it green, pretty good. They saved.
And 51 into the inside wall.
51's having a hard time hanging on to. I wonder if he's got old tires.
Might be. He might have been burning up the rear tires.
Ooh,
trying to make a turn.
17 into the fence. That's the race. That's the race there. So it's looking like the 13 of Elvin Priest got the win.
Yep. First win for
Elvin
Ford
Priest,
this year.
Mad Monster, King Bren, JP, M&M Racing, Lazy Dog, Sparkalicious, Ty Racing, Portal Guy, Drade Mix. That's your top 10. Okay. All right, so let's talk to our race winner, Elvin Priest. All right, Elvin, what's going on, man? Okay. Did you see what happened with Flash in them, or it looked like the what happened though is what I'm saying. Okay. So your strategy, it was looking like Flash had already made his pit stop and he was good to go with no more pit stops, and it looked like you had to pit one more time possibly. You were good to the end? Okay, so that was going to be an interesting finish. So how do you feel about the way the race ended? Okay. Yeah, he looked like he was coming on strong. You got anything for him there, Muscles?
GG Elvin.
We had a lot of cautions this race. We saw early in the race that it seemed Flash 9 was stretching his runs on you. Do you think he had a fast enough car where if it had gone green, you would have been able to counteract him possibly doing one last pit stop or done a a short pit stop at the end.
It looked like you short pitted him once, and then he short pitted you on the last stop. Like he extended it enough to where he could short pit and get that lead back on you. So he kind of looked like he may have used what you had been doing to him to gain position on you at the end. That's what it looked like. So, but well, either way, man, good win. Yeah, we'll have to catch up with Flash and see, hear his side of the story and what he thinks. I mean, it sucks for him. He's been a good driver, since I've known. It sucks that, he got one driver that didn't want to. It seemed like he had a few mistakes.
I think Flash specifically is probably really upset with that 28 because the Flash was wrecked twice while that 28 was being lapped.
Yeah, so it's one of them deals, man, where, you take a risk on a driver, and like I said, he had ran good most of the week. He had run good. He ran a fast lap today in the qualifier, and he had been running good in practice all day long. Elvin was in there, and he even said something to me like, "Hey, man, he's running good, blah blah blah." You get in the race tonight, and it was the total opposite. So that was a bad judgment call. I should have went with my gut and not allowed him to race. So I'll say that's my fault. Yeah, you guys were running a lot of 3 wide. Well, I don't want to take nothing from your victory, man. It was still a heck of a race. I believe we only had 2 cautions. I don't know how many we had. We had 2, 3 cautions.
I think it was 3 or 4 because we had two that was the 28 wrecking the leaders, and then one where the 88. We were told that the 88 knocked the wall and threw a caution for some random reason.
Okay, so that right there would be.
And then I think we had one other.
3.
It was 3, yeah. I thought it was only 3. Yeah, not too bad though. Yeah, because he caused 2 of them, and then there was one that the 28. Yeah, so yeah, it was only 3 cautions. That's the most so far. 4 races. 6 cautions, that put us at more than half. We only had 3 up to that point, so it sucks. But that's one of the things, man. It happens sometimes, and we'll just make sure we don't allow that back in here because we don't promote that. But that's another thing that we should have, that the game should give us, is we should be able to have like a moderator button to where if somebody's not doing what they're supposed to be doing in the early part of the race, we can boot them and get them out of there. That would be nice as well. 704. So if you're watching. But other than that, congratulations, Elvin. And next week is Indianapolis. So all right. Let's see.
Great race, Elvin.
Well, most of the guys already backed out, Muscle, so I'm going to go ahead and close the race now. And I want to thank everybody who tuned in and watched the race tonight. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, I want to apologize to, people and drivers and everybody. We didn't expect to have a knucklehead in the race tonight. He had run so good up to certain points in the race, and all week long he had run well. And that's the thing. You just never know what you're going to get with some of these drivers. So I apologize to everybody, Flash, all the drivers who got caught up in the accidents tonight. And yeah, we'll have a lot better race next week at Indianapolis. I mean, it's short track, so you got to expect to have a little bit of but nothing like that. It shouldn't have been like that. Yeah, that was a little excessive. So, once again, if you're new to the channel, you like what you saw, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for future notifications. This is Super G Kush, my partner in crime, Muscle Cars 24. And we'll see you guys next week, Thursday night, for another edition of Thursday Night Thunder. So we'll see you guys next week.